This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Florida Gators and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They're excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. To the air, it's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Upstairs, he's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Jumped on top of the pile. The Sooners in the hurry up. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
No bones about it on that third down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. Lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, gonna get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
And the extra point was good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Pryor. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down and a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Dances away. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got his man. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of a quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. On the option. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Jones to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He breaks a tackle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Takes the easy one to the back. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. This is a design run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Escapes the pressure to his right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Just keeps slinging it. Gets it to the back. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Puts it out of the air. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. On the sideline, got it in the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Jackson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Looking left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown Sooners! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know. The second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Pryor. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You talk about dialing up the perfect play against the bootleg. The cat blitz. They bring the corner right to where he's bootlegging. They force the sack. Nice call by the defense.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Bringing it back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the number 13 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Cougars in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with...
Makes the catch and he's free. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gators!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside give. Maybe some room here. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. This time he's got it. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sending the offense back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Shakes a man and he might take off. He goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and they switch the ends of the field quickly.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. He makes a catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out.
Number 38, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. And the returner will be brought down. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. A little release to the back. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting this.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 25.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Might be changing the route. It'll be a draw. Could be an alley. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Running inside, it's Pryor. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to throw on third. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Makes the grab in their space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the...
Looking deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Leaping grab for a big gain. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Picked off to stop the threat.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Handoff to Xavier. Finding some room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Steps away. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it way down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit. They're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Handoff ball running left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion. You've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Touchdown, Gators! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead.
Oklahoma, 45, Florida, 23.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gibson on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's down right there, and let the celebration commence, because that one ought to do it. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a give to Robinson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Sooners. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse.